Gotta put this on, man, because, I'm getting out of the covers. So, what's up with y'all tonight, man? What's up with it? I gotta record up under the covers. It's cold out here. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You feel me? What's up with it, Captain Commander? Captain Commander, what's up with it? We getting up under the covers for this one. I gotta get up under the covers. Cause it's cold out here. You feel me? We getting up under the covers for this one. Oh, fucking shit. Fucking, oh. Take another sip of beer, man. I'm drinking this beer real quick. I gotta take another sip. Okay. So my main thing is, bruh, if you cannot attract a woman in your life, bro, your life is pretty much over. We're here to reproduce on Earth, bro. That's your mission, is to pass on your seed. You feel what I'm saying? Get up on this covers, man. Okay. Whew. Man, it's cold. We can get up under the covers because it's cold. It's cold. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Your mission on Earth is to attract a woman, to procreate, and then die. That's your mission here on Earth, is to do that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you can't do that, bro, if you can't procreate, your life is over, bro. You're basically gonna spend your whole entire life alone after that. There's a lot of guys that are out here like that, bro. They're gonna spend their whole entire life alone, bro. They're not gonna procreate. They're not gonna have children. There's guys out here like this, bro. You feel me? We need to get up under this cover. It's too cold out here. You feel me? It's too goddamn cold out here. It's too cold. You feel what I'm saying? Your life is over, man. That's why you got a bunch of incels going around shooting at the place, because they can't procreate. They don't have a woman. They don't have love. So they go around shooting up the place, man. That's the reason why niggas go around and do mass shootings and stuff, bro. Like, because they don't have a woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Man, the moment the mass shootings start to increase, you know, That was the moment the date naps was around, bro. Like before the date nap showed up, there was no mass shootings, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And they out here talking about, yeah, we need to like stop the mass shootings. And I'm like, if you want to slow that shit down, you got to get rid of the day naps. That's what's causing the mass shootings. Men are not having partners, they're not having love, they're not having sex. And that's part of life. Having love and having sex, you're supposed to have that. You feel me? Relations with, I hate to bust your bubble. You know, I hate to hurt your feelings. You know, but that's just the way it is, man. Men are not getting the love and affection from a woman, bro. You feel me? We all, you could be a worldwide leader, man. You're gonna need love and affection, man. You need a touch from a woman. You feel what I'm saying? You need that touch to survive and feel like a man. Because you're not gonna feel like a man if you are not getting a woman's attention, if you're not getting sex, if you're not getting touch from a woman. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna feel like a man like that. I'm gonna turn that shit off, man. This brand new phone, man, got it all fucking trying to figure out how to turn that shit off. But if you let me tell you something. Tell you something real quick, bruh. You know, Kelcat been drinking a little bit. Matter of fact, I've been drinking a lot. Let me tell you something real quick. If you ain't got a woman in your life, if you are not having a female in your life, your life is over, bro. You're gonna have to say hello to like video games, say hello to being by yourself, until the end of time, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I know some of you guys gonna be upset. This shit is gonna burn your goddamn chest. Like you don't drunk some Coca-Cola or something. But that's the way it is. The moment you cannot attract a female into your life is over. Yeah, it is. We supposed to have women in our lives, our whole entire lives. As we age, we get older. We supposed to have companionship until the day that we die. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, my fucking feet is fucking itchy as hell, bro. I need to get some. I mean, damn, who wants to like spend their whole entire life without women in their life? You feel what I'm saying? Who wants to live life without women, bro? Without sex? That's supposed to be part of your life. Sex and women is supposed to be part of your life. If you don't have that, if you don't have sex in your life, bro, your life is pretty much over because sex is a good thing, man. I have had sex many a times, and it's the best thing ever in the world. when I have sex. It's next to getting money. You feel what I'm saying? I have busted many nuts inside of females and outside of females, of course. You know, uh, it's the best thing in the world. You're supposed to have it, bro. And if you can't have it, your life is over, man. I hate to break the news to motherfuckers, but it's the way it is. You feel what I'm saying? I can't live my life without women, bro. I'm gonna keep that a buck, man. I'm gonna keep that 100. I can't live my life without sex. Raw dogging, busting nuts on the inside, kissing, hugging, making her come, making her scream. I can't live my life without that. Understood? I can't live my life putting my dick inside of her raw and fucking her from doggy style position with no condom on. I can't live without that, man. You hear what I'm saying? If you can't attract a woman in your life, if you can't get a woman, your life is over. That's when it's over. When you cannot attract a woman in your life, if you going years and years, celibate, becoming an incel and shit like that, you feel me? Your life is over. And I hate to break the bad news, but I'm keeping this shit real, 100. You feel what I'm saying? Because we on Earth as men, we supposed to be out here reproducing and having babies. That's your mission on Earth, is to have children, guys. It's not to lollygag and play around, and no, your mission on Earth is to pass on your seed. That's the meaning of life. You guys asking me what the meaning of life is? The meaning of life is to pass on your genetics, and then you die off, and then your seed lives on after you die. You know, you feel what I'm saying? That's the meaning of life. If I can't bust nuts inside a pussy, if I can't like attract a woman in my life, bro, my life is over. Like you're going years without attracting a woman in your life, bro. You're going many years. You're basically an incel. You can't get a woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? Women don't want to have nothing to do with you. You know, women don't want to have nothing to do with you, and you just spend your whole entire life just playing video games and coping. That's when your life is over. And um, not only that, you're not trying to get the bag. You're not, you know, you feel me? You're not trying to get the woman in your life. You feel me? You're not trying to get the bag. You're just lazy. Ain't trying to do nothing with your life. That's when your life is over. I hate to be dramatic, and I hate to be dramatic. I hate it. I hate it. I hate to be out here telling the truth and shit and hurt motherfuckers' feelings and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I hate to do that, guys. But at the same time, let me get up under this cover, man. It's cold out here, man. I hate to say it, you know. A lot of motherfuckers like, man, what the fuck are you saying, Cat, bro? My life is over. Yeah, if you can't attract a woman into your life, yes, it is over. The moment you cannot attract a woman into your life is over. Because we're not here to lollygag, and we're not here on earth to like do stupid shit. You feel what I'm saying? And clown around and waste time. We're not here to do that. We're here to procreate. We're here to pass on our seed on to the next generation. What's up with it? Yeah, Captain Commander, what's up with it? We got, oh shit, what's up with it? Sean Breezy, what's up with it? I mean, if you can't eat it from the back, your life is over, man. You feel what I'm saying? If you can't no longer have sex and you find yourself like playing video games every single day, no woman is interested in you on earth, your life is over. I hate to say that shit, bro. It's over for you. If you don't got a single woman that's out here interested in you. And I know that my life ain't over because I got females that are younger than me that's interested in shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So it'd be over for me. But some motherfuckers, it is over for you. You cannot fucking attract a woman, not one, not two, not three. You just by yourself, jacking off. No woman is interested in you. Yeah, your life is over. You can't procreate, bro. You can't have a family. So you here basically existing. You feel me? The moment you cannot attract a single woman, I ain't talking about just, 10 women or like 14, 20, 30 women. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about you get to the point where you cannot attract just one. It's like you can't have a one woman that's not interested in you. And that's when your life is over. You feel what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're not getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? You're not out here chasing the bag. All you do is playing video games and coping all day. Yeah, your life is over. I'm sorry. You will never have a good sex life. What's up with Sean Breezy? Sean Breezy. You're gonna eat the what? Eat the cooch from the back. What's up with the Sean Breezy? Eat the cooch from the back. I would eat like what's her name from the back? Big time. I would eat boob from the back. If she stuck her ass in the air and put that ass in the air for me, I would eat boobs from the back, bro. I would tear it up from the back. I will suck her pussy. Matter of fact, I just won't eat it. I'll suck it from the back. I'll be sucking on that pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like a lollipop. You know what I'm saying? You crazy, Sean Breezy. You crazy. Yeah. It's over for you, man. If you can't just get this one woman in your life, bro, like it's a done deal for niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know niggas is gonna be hurt. This is gonna burn your chest like you done drunk some Coca-Cola or something. You feel me? It's just not gonna work for you, man. That's why I say the bag is most important at this point of your life. Hell, we got Chaz and Tyrone that need to get the bag nowadays because it's getting so competitive that they got Chaz and Tyrone's, they gotta compete with Chaz and Tyrone's with money. That's what one of my Arabic Chad. You know what, bro? I got a friend that's an Arabic Chad. Okay, he's an Arabic Chad, and he was telling me, he was like, man, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm a Chad, but I gotta like, I gotta compete with Chads who have money. That's what he was saying. He said, man, so that's why he went and became a fireman and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I remember he was telling me, man, I'm trying to become a fireman because I'm tired of being broke and shit like that, and he became a fireman. You feel me? And he was like, you know what, bro? Yeah, I'm a Chad. Yeah, I'm a Chad, bro. Yeah. You know saying? He's like, I'm a Chad, bro, but I gotta compete with the Chads with money, and I don't have any money. Yeah, he was a broke Chad. He worked as a security guard for like 5 years at a bar, man. But later on, um, he bought a house because he saved a lot of money. Also, he was a jiu-jitsu guy. He did jiu-jitsu, and I don't know how he got that hooked up, but he stayed in the back of a jiu-jitsu uh, academy, and I don't know how they got that hooked up, man. You feel me? But he was able to save money because he was living for free back there. You feel what I'm saying? After about 5 years, man, he bought him a brand new house over there in Arenda, right next to Walnut Creek, where me and him used to kick it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Arenda, no, 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 my bad. Lafayette. Lafayette is the next town over from Walnut Creek. You feel what I'm saying? Steph Curry stayed in Walnut Creek for a little bit, but then he had to move because people kept coming up to his doorstep and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he had to move. I think he moved to Danville. He moved to Danville for a little bit, Steph Curry, and then he moved somewhere else. I don't know where he at right now, man, but it's just people kept coming up to his doorstep all the time. You know, you know. When you got the bag, people they want to be associated with you so bad. You know. But at this point in your life, guys, if you don't have the ability to attract just one woman in your life is over. And I know what you're saying. Like, hell, bro, what are you saying, bro? Like, my life is over because I can't attract a woman? Yeah, because I mean, damn, you gonna live without pussy for the rest of your life? I mean, damn. I'm keeping that shit a buck. What's up with a Sean Breezy? Uh, uh, Contra Costa County, yeah. Everything a man does is to get ass. Yeah, exactly. It's called passing on your genetics, man. Why you think you always horny? I mean, why you always think about? I mean, think about it, bro. Why you always horny all the time, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's built inside of you, man, to like procreate and pass on your genes. Why you think why you think about you look, you think about sex all the time, right? A lot of motherfuckers, a lot of men, we think about sex 24/7. Especially when we go home and lay down. I know I think about sex when I'm at nighttime, so I gotta jack off or whatever to get the shit out of the way, and then you know um, think about sex when I wake up. I got a boner. You feel what I'm saying? You know. your body is built to procreate another you. So when you cannot do that, then yeah, pretty much, your life is over. I'm keeping it a buck. Some guys gonna be upset about this. They're gonna be upset about this message, man. They ain't gonna like this message at all. They're gonna tell me like, "Oh man, Hellcat, bro, my life is over. What? Are you kidding me? Like, what about to hear? I mean, damn, what are you gonna do, though, bro? What are you gonna do? You gonna spend the rest of your life without females in your life? You gonna spend the rest of your life not busting nuts on the inside? You gonna have You're never gonna have children to like take care of you when you get old. I mean, damn. The moment you can't get a woman, bro, your life is over. But let me tell you something real quick. I'll have babies with boobs before I don't have babies at all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. I'll have babies with boobs before I have no babies at all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm keeping that shit a buck. You feel me? You know, maybe my kid might not be that tall, but I'll still have children and have kids. And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about maybe I should have babies with boobs once I get the bag. You know, Cocaine getting old. These looks ain't gonna last forever, bro. Think about it, bro. You at the last of your looks. In the next 10 years, these females ain't gonna be checking for you, bro. You start becoming invisible to females when you get to be 55, 60. You are invisible to a young female. So if I'm right now, Kelcat, if I'm attracting young females right now, I gotta have babies right now. I'm really thinking about having babies with boobs and taking her to be my girlfriend, even though she's not that tall, she's not that beautiful, she's about 6 in looks. But at this point, Hellcat is very desperate to have children, and I'm not gonna want to have babies. I mean, shit. What am I saying? I'm not gonna want to bust nuts with a condom on, man. I'm gonna not want to wear a condom when we hang out together. We get together, bro. I'm not gonna want to have a condom with boobs. I'm sorry, boobs. I don't wear condoms. I want children. Would you have a children with me? Would you like to have children with me? And she was like, yes, okay. I don't want to have children. I'm sorry. I mean, what am I saying? I don't want to wear a condom. My bad. I don't want to have children. What you talking about, boy? I got baby fever. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, feel what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to wear condoms, and I want to have children with you, boobs. You know, I wanna not. I wanna have family. I wanna fucking put a ring on your finger. You know what I'm saying? I wanna fall in love with you. I wanna be with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to take care of my child with you. Oh, get that off my chest. Kill cat got a lot on his chest, man. You know, I had to get that off my chest. You feel me? you know, it's like my looks are gonna disappear eventually. Kelka ain't gonna. I'm not gonna stay good looking forever. One of my subscribers said that you're not invisible yet in your 40s, but once you get to your 50s and 60s, you're gonna be invisible to young females. So I'm like, oh, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm scared. I'm like, God damn, I'm gonna be invisible in the next 10 years. Okay, boobs, I'm gonna knock you up right now. You start becoming scared of old age and not being desirable anymore. Just being invisible to young females is scary. You feel me? Okay. All right, let's get up under the cover some more, man, because it's cold. It's cold out here in these streets. You know? And I'm trying so hard to like not holler at boobs. You feel me? I'm like, because I don't want to get distracted. At the same time, I do want to have babies with boobs. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be with her. I do want to hold her hand. I do want to make love to her all night long. You feel what I'm saying? And I do want to have babies with her. I do want to put it inside and bust nuts, you know what I'm saying, and have babies with her. You feel what I'm saying? I do. I fucking do. Okay. All right. You know. So that's what we here to do, man, is to have children. We got guys out here that are incel and they go around killing people for no reason. You know, you feel me? Going around killing people because they can't get a woman in their life. They go on mass shootings and shit like that, man, all because they can't get a woman, man. That's why the mass shooters keep on going, because the dudes can't get a woman, bro. You know? You can't get a woman? Why? Why can't you get a woman? It's because it's so goddamn competitive out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? It's too competitive. It's too competitive out here, man. You feel me? So if you can't get a woman in your life, man, I would hate to say that. Damn, yeah, your life is over. I ain't talking about like a bunch of women or like, you know, having 3 or 4 women or whatever they're interested. I'm talking about if you can't get just one woman in your life to have babies with, your life is over. Look, when what am I saying? Fucking shit. When me and what am I saying? Shit, I'm tired. Hellcat tired, man. And I've been drinking shit. You feel me? If you can't get just one woman in your life, you know, it's over for you. What's up with it? Oh, we got Joey Finglish in this motherfucker. Ha ha ha! What's up with it, Joey? What's up with it? You feel me? You feel me? We got Joey Finglish in this motherfucker. Take another sip of this beer. I've been drinking this beer. It's the same thing with the pimping game, bro. If you can't get a hoe on your team, your pimping game is over. For real. You know. You gotta have at least 5 hoes on your team, man. You feel me? How you gonna make money? You ain't got no hoes. You know. Yeah, you feel me? Shit. You know. You know. Joey Fingers laughing at. You know. How you gonna pimp and you ain't got no hoes, man? You need at least 5 hoes. You feel me? you know, you know. You need at least five. You know, not one or two or three. You need 5 hoes at least. You know. You know. Yeah, you do. You need at least five. Yeah, exactly. And you feel me? Yeah, you do. I mean, damn. How the fuck you gonna make some money on just one or two hoes? That's not enough. You need about 5 hoes. You know. You know. So that way you collecting money from each one. Shit. You know. You know. Yeah, man. Your life is over. You can't get a woman in your life, man. You feel me? Like your life, you need to have women in your life. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Um, you need some pussy in your life. If you ain't got that, bro, if you can't attract that, you can't get just one woman to give you coochie, bro. Your life is over. And some of these guys who are incel, bro, and they online, they talking that gloom and doom shit. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get just one woman interested. I'm like, bro, you can't get just one woman interested? Even I could go out there and get just one woman interested, bro. I'm not a bad looking dude, you feel me? You know, but I can go out there and get me just one woman if I wanted to. Boobs, I can promise the world to her and bust many nuts inside of boobs. You know what I'm saying? And have babies with her, man. I can do that if I had, if I wasn't on the paper chase, if I wasn't you feel me? If I wasn't on the bag chase, I would have been had knocked boobs up right now, and I would have been had her in the bedroom right now, and fucking her all night long. Yeah, I would have been did that. I would have been made my move already if I wasn't on the bag chase. What's up with it? What's up with it, James? No, what I'm saying, James. I'm calling you James. What's up with it, Jamie? I call Jamie James. I'm like, what's up, James? You know, you feel me? You know, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, you gotta understand something. Like your life here on Earth, it revolves around women, bro. Like you are here to procreate and create another you. You're not here to waste time. You're not here to be an incel, to be by yourself for the rest of your life. You are not here to do that. You are here to bust nuts and create another you. That's what you're here for. And that's why guys go out and get the bag so they can do that. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it? Sean Breezy? Sean Breezy in the house. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kelcat been drinking. But like I said, man, my thing is, man, here on planet Earth, bro, your life revolves around getting a bag and getting pussy. Okay? So you have to procreate. That's your number one goal in life. You have to create another you. That's why niggas get horny, man. It's like, fuck. You don't get horny for no reason. You get horny so you can have another you. You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of sex is to bring more life into the world. You feel what I'm saying? That's the purpose of sex. Yeah, we enjoy it and we love it, but the whole purpose of sex is to create another you. And it is built inside of us to keep life going. It is built to keep life going on earth, bro. That's why we go out there and we get the money and we get the hoes and we get the clothes. We get the cars and the jewelry so we could get more hoes. You feel what I'm saying? So we could procreate and create another you or another us or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So it's so peaceful without the tweakers around you. They're not here no more. Yeah, they gone. Was it? What did you say? Cream pie inside her pie? Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. Hey, look, man. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing to what's her name? Shit. Man, I was cream pieing all day long. With that female, bro. You know, that girl, Thai girl, feel me? I wasn't wearing no condom and I wasn't pulling out. I didn't want to pull out. I wanted a child with her, bro. And that was my time to have a child. And I failed miserably. I didn't lock her up. Sorry. I was on enhancements at the time, you feel me? But I wanted to have a child with Thai girl. And I did. And I tried to bust nuts. And on the inside, it didn't happen, man. Shit. Fuck. Only the strong will survive. So motherfuckers won't make it into the next generation. Yeah, that's true, Sean Breezy. Only the strong will survive in this test of time. You feel what I'm saying? Only the strong will survive. The weak will perish. Motherfuckers who are weak, they will perish. I guarantee it. But you gotta be strong for your son, your future daughter. You have to be strong. You feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah. And hope you eat it from the back. Hey, you funny, Jamie. You funny. I'm trying to eat it from the back. I'm trying to eat boobs from the back, okay? I've been thinking about boobs a lot, man, and I'm scared because I'm already starting to grow attached to her, and she's making me feel good on the inside. And she's young. She's so young. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I want to have babies with her, but I think about her height. She's not that tall, man. But then I think about my dad's height. So there's a possibility that I might have a 6-footer with her because of my dad. My dad was 6 foot, so I do got a 6-foot gene inside of me. You feel what I'm saying? I do. You know what I'm saying? If your dad was tall, if your dad was 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? You still got the 6-foot gene inside of you, okay? So if you have a child, your kid might come out to be 6 foot because you do have the 6-foot gene inside of you. Because my sister had a child, my nephew, and he's 6'1", okay? All right? And we're wondering, where he get his height from. We're wondering, like, damn, his father is 5'9", and my sister, she's 5'4", 5'3", or some shit like that. My sister, she's 5'3", 5'4", and my nephew, he's 6'1". So we're wondering, like, Dad, where the fuck did he get his height from? Grandpa. That's who he got his height from. My father, he's 6 foot. My father, even though I went to visit him in Kansas City, Missouri, he still height mogged me, man. I got over there, he was taller than me. I was like, oh shit, my dad is taller than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was 6 foot, man. So yes, I do have the 6 foot gene inside of me. I do, because of my father. And so if I have a baby with boobs, my kid might come out to be 5'9", 5'10". You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be short because who my father was. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? Because I'm eating the Coca-Cola from the back. I'm eating the Coca-Cola from the back. But I don't want to risk it, though, man. I'd rather have a taller woman, though, a taller woman that's around 5'6", 5'7", or something like that. Yeah, I say 5'7". That's good. A couple of inches, shorter than me. You feel me? Whoops. Okay. So my thing is, man, on this earth, it's about procreating. You feel what I'm saying? Only the strong will survive, and the weak will perish, man. But you got to be strong, guys. I'm telling you, you have to be strong if you want your seed to live on. Matter of fact, man, your seed is dependent on you to live life, man. You ain't got no kid right now, bro. You feel me? You ain't gonna have no woman in your life, man. It's like a death blow, man, to not have a woman in your life. For real. A lot of motherfuckers, they try to be big and bad. They try to be tough and shit like that. Talk about, I don't need a woman in. I'm like, nigga, you are tripping. You are smoking. And you need a woman in your life. You can't live without women, bro. You ever heard that term? You can't live with them. And you can't live without them. You ever heard that saying? Meaning you can't live with women, but you can't live without them either. It's like torture to live without a female through many years. You know what I'm saying? You need love and sex in your life. That's what makes you feel like a man. You feel what I'm saying? You need a woman in your life. You need sex in your life. You need romance. You need sex. You need a blowjob at least 3 times a week. Well, maybe not that much. I say about a couple of times a week. Like about two times a week. Yeah, that's good enough shit. You need about at least two times blowjob in your life, man. You know, feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Okay. When when you don't have a woman, you feel